Hare Krishna and dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON Burla official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto, 15th chapter, text 15 onwards. This is the childhood acts of Krishna and Balaram with the cowherd boys. This is Pauganda lila. When the Krishna is 6 years old, that is 6 to 10, that is called Pauganda. So here in this verse it is said, Nutyato gayata kwapi vargato juddhato mitha grihita hasto gopalan asanto prasansastu. That means sometimes as the cowherd boys danced, sang, moved about and playfully fought with each other, Krishna and Balaram, standing nearby, hand in hand, would glorify their friends' activities and laugh. In the purport, Srila Vishnu Thakur says that Krishna and Balaram would laugh while glorifying the dancing, singing, jumping and fighting of the cowherd boys. And Srila Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Tosan says that sometimes as the cowherd boys danced, sang, moved about and playfully fought with each other, Krishna and Balaram, standing nearby, hand in hand, would glorify their friends' activities and laugh. The two boys would act together sometimes together, mitho means together, because of their attraction to each other, and they glorified the other boys for their graceful movements, Bhargata, or they praised boys fighting together. In this way, I would like to speak the next verse, that is verse 16. 9 to 19, these 11 verses describe the childhood acts of Krishna and Balaram with the cowherd boys. Then verse 16 it said that Kochit Pallava Tarpesu Niudha Srama Karsita Brikhya Murasraya Satisete Gopo Sango Pavarana. That means sometimes Lord Krishna grew tired from fighting and lay down at the base of a tree, resting upon a bed made of soft twigs and buds, and using the lap of a cowherd friend as his pillow. Lord, if you want, he can do anything, but till then it is his pastimes, lila purushottam, so that we can release these pastimes. So in the purport, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada say that the word Pallava Tarpesu implies that Lord Krishna expanded himself into many forms and lay down upon the many beds of twigs, leaves and flowers hastily constructed by his enthusiastic cowherd friends. This is called Divya. Cannot understand in our material sense. Srila Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Tosan says, but there were also beds only of suits in order to offer them quickly, because many boys made them quickly in the fever of prema. Out of great respect, there were many beds. All the boys, being very expert, made separate beds. Being affectionate to each boy, he lay down on each bed by expanding his form into many by his special powers, while each boy could not see. That is the most important. Even at this time, he used his powers, for it is said in verse 20 that the performed acts as the Lord is a chestitam. From this word, you can understand. Srila Sanatana Goswami has expanded this word. From excessions of wrestling, he had beads of perspiration like pearls on his cheeks, and seemed to become tired. The lap of Sridhama, Radha's brother, became his pillow. Like Sridhama, there are many other whose laps served as Krishna's pillow. It is also said that while Lord Krishna was having his Darga pastimes, he used to take rest on the lap of Vidura while he comes to Hastinapur. So, the next verse, that is verse 17, it is said that Pada Sambahanam Chakruhu Kechit Tasya Mahatmanah Apare Atapapmano Byajanei Samabijayan. That means some of the coward boys who were all great souls would then massage his lotus feet, and others qualified by being free of all sins would expertly fan the Supreme Lord. What a great fortune. The same great fortune we are getting also by remembering this, by thinking, speaking about this, by remembering this, by hearing this way. Same person. Advaita. And in the purport, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj say that the word Samabijayan indicates that the coward boys fanned the Lord very carefully and expertly, creating gentle and cooling breezes. And Vishwanath Thakur says that sometimes Krishna comforted Balaram by personally massaging his feet and offering other services. Feeling refreshed, Krishna and Balaram ignored the hot sun and played again with the coward boys, laughing gleefully in great delight. Overcome with merriment, and they followed the cows into the forest. Everyone released a festive mood, bathing in the natural aura of Krishna's sweet love. And Sanatana Goswami says, since there are many boys, they took turns massaging his feet. On the many beds, 3 or 4 would be on one bed massaging one of the expansions. In this way, there are several meanings also. So, the next verse I would say, verse 15, that Ani tad anurupani manogyani mahatmana gayanti sma maharaja sneha krina dhiya sani. My dear king, other boys would sing enchanting songs appropriate unto the occasion, and their hearts would melt out of love for the Lord. And the purport, Rabbi Vishwanath Thakur says, the boys sang songs suitable to the particular pastime, tad anurupani. And Srila Sanatana Goswami says, others sang songs which were suitable to the Lord on that occasion, anurupani. The songs attracted the heart of their Lord, though he is undisturbed by like the deep ocean, since the song had various amazing notes and rhythms and were concerning the gopis. Our Mahatma can refer to the boys, O great king. Though you are a great king, even you cannot experience the happiness of these pastimes. The boys had soft hearts with the affection, which was the greatest Maharaja revealed to the extreme. They sang softly because their throats were choked with tears. Having soft hearts is especially mentioned because though they naturally had such hearts, now there was a special display of affection. The words can also describe the boys mentioned in the previous verse. So in this way, I like to stop here. Or I may speak this last verse at 19. Here in this verse it is said, Evam Nigudatma Gati Sumaya Gopatmajatvam Charitei Vidambayan Reme Rama Larita Pada Pallaho Grami Samam Gramyavat Isichestita. So in this way, the Supreme Lord, whose soft lotus feet are personally attended by the Goddess of Fortune, concealed his transcendental opulence by his internal potency, and acted like the son of a cowherd. Yet even while enjoying like a village boy in the company of other village residents, he often exhibited feats only God could perform. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.